We're going to take a look at running the tool paths for the trivet that we designed. We're going to come up to our ribbon bar once we have Inventor open, and we're going to go to the Open folder. We want to make sure that we're in our H drive. Click on the fold down menu here, and H drive should be all the way at the bottom. That's first initial last name 000, and in there you should find your trivet. Once you select your trivet, click Open. When it loads up, it automatically brings us in our model browser here on the left hand side. We're on our 3D model. We want to change this to our CAM tab at the top. Click on the CAM tab, and the first thing we need to do is set up our tool paths. So we're going to come up to our ribbon bar at the top and click on the folder that says Setup. These tabs that go across the top, we always work them from left to right, and in each tab we take a look at what's in them from top to bottom. So in this first tab, we're going to change our origin from stock box point. We're going to change that to the model origin, and that should take the cursor and put it down to your lower left hand corner down here. In our second tab, we're going to leave it at relative size box. However, we're going to change the stock offset to no additional stock. And the numbers that are in here should be the exact same that is the size of your part that you drew. In our third tab coming across, we're going to highlight the 1001 that's there, and you're going to type in trivet and your last name. Trivet and your last name. When you're finished with that, click OK. Now, in order to cut these pockets that are in here, what we're going to do is come up to our 2D milling section in our ribbon bar, and we're going to find 2D pocket. Once again, tabs go from left to right, and we take a look inside each tab. The first thing we need to do is choose the tool we're going to use. So we're going to click on the tool bar, or the tool button, and it opens up this window. Previously, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you should have Butler MS tool library loaded in here. And if you do, that 1/8 inch flat tool should be right here. We want to choose tool number 1. If you don't see scrolling down Butler MS tool library, I put them in another spot for everybody. If you look at towards the top, sample libraries, end mills, you click on that. These are the same tools that are loaded in. Click 1/8 inch flat, tool number 1. Once you have tool number 1 selected, click OK, or click Select. That shows you the tool down here in the lower left corner by the origin. Let's go to our second tab. In here, it's going to select our geometry. So I want to come in and I want to make sure that I'm selecting the bottom of that pocket. It's kind of a little hard to do from this far away, so I'm going to zoom in maybe a little bit. And I don't want this edge. I want to have this bottom, not the outline of the bottom, not the top edge. I want that bottom part of the pocket. And I'm going to select all of them. See how that one's selected the top? So I'm going to press the escape key, or I can come over here to where the red X is, and I'm going to X that out, and I'm going to try that again. You may have to move your mouse around or your cursor around a little bit in order to get it to select the right area for you. And my final pocket up here. Okay, make sure you're just getting the bottoms of them. You're not taking the top edge as well. Once you have those selected, all those pocket areas, then we're going to move across to our heights tab, which is the third tab in. Here we're going to set our heights. We're going to change retract height to the model top. Click in this pull down area. We're going to go to model top. And we're going to change the clearance height there to 0.2. And then the retract height area, we're going to change to model top. And the feed height area, we're going to change to model top. So these top 3 should be all model top and 0.2, model top and 0.2, model top and 0.2. Once you're finished with that, let's move on to the fourth tab. In our Passes tab, we're going to come down to this area where it says Stock to Leave, and I want to uncheck where it says Stock to Leave because I want to cut right to the edge of that rectangle. Then moving across to my final tab, my linking parameters, I'm going to come down and I'm going to uncheck Lead In, uncheck Lead Out, and my ramp style I'm going to change from helix to plunge, and then click OK. It's going to take a second to generate your tool pass, but when it's finished, we're going to come up to the top ribbon bar, we're going to click on Simulate. We're going to turn our stock on, so this box here we're going to select, and when I click play, it's going to show me the tool pass cutting. Once it's finished cutting, you're going to come all the way down in your model browser bar, click close, and now we need to post-process this. So I'm going to come up to my ribbon bar in the top and I want to find post-process. Click to select that. When this window opens up, I want to make sure that I have the right mill selected. It should automatically go to Butler MS Techno Easel. If it doesn't, you may have to select that. I want this going to my H drive, so I'm going to click in the box right here. I'm going to come down, find my H drive on the left hand side. From the top it ends up being blank, so I need to go to the window that's on the left hand side, find my H drive, first initial last name 000. If this doesn't automatically open up for you, that means that this PC is closed, so you might have to find this PC, click on the arrow above it to expand it, go to your H drive, first initial last name 000, and in your H drive, first initial last name 000, we're going to select folder. It should automatically come up with Trivet and your last name in there. If it doesn't, you can change that. And then when you're finished with those items, click Post. Click Save. This shows us the M&G codes that we're going to use in order to cut your part on the CNC mill. This editor box we're going to close out. We're going to go up to orange file in the left hand corner of our screen and we're going to save. And that updates our save when we're done. Right now we're in our browser, we have our CAM area open that shows us our tool pass. This next tab that's over is our drawing tools that we did in order to create the part. So we have two things saved on top of one another. Congratulations on finishing that. Now we need to go and cut our part out.